So true. So true. When you go into a group, to help them, can you talk a little bit about just like the logistics of that? I think you mentioned back in the beginning with the first lady, you would go every other Saturday. And so is it kind of, are you able to kind of set your schedule and say, okay, here's like a time frame I can be there and we'll shoot as many dogs as I can then? How does that work?
Yeah. So with her, it was pretty loosey-goosey. Like it was like I showed up, maybe there was another volunteer to help me get the attention of the dogs, but it definitely a group effort organization helps a lot. At South LA, we have a program that goes every other Sunday, and it's a roster of different photographers, different handlers, that all, because it's in South LA, have to get trained and go to the orientation through South LA. And then if they're going to become a dog handler, have to go through that training. So it is a process. I mean, it's a city shelter, so it's government, there's liability. And then we also, a part of that roster, have a note taker who writes the bios, and then another volunteer that would post all the photos online and make sure that the shelter gets the new photo to put on their computer, their websites. And so it's really, it's a huge group effort. If one person doesn't show up, it kind of throws things off. So people want to volunteer and they should volunteer, but you got to be down. You gotta like, put in the hours a month, because, it's very common with groups anywhere, especially when it's volunteer based or anything, it could get political, but you have to know that you're doing it for the dog. At the end of the day, you put your ego aside and you're like, okay, well, maybe I don't agree with how this person wants to write a bio, or, of course you want to make the dog look as good as it can, but sometimes, if you don't put that, if the dog doesn't do well with other dogs and you don't put that, then you're lying, and you want to set the dog up to win. And so, if you have a person that's not on the same, it's hard, but you have to kind of always go back. Why am I doing this? Well, I'm here basically so that the dog could get seen and get rescued. So that's always the drive and the goal. And hopefully the group has that same, mission.